What is up, everybody? What is up? We are continuing that journey that Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories started into games from my childhood, from my youth. And this one I remember much more fondly. So, we're going to be... actually, we've got access to fancy characters, so we're gonna be Bob. Your objective is to raid the underground city compound, Amber Crown. It is imperative that you successfully accomplish this goal. This is a very straightforward request, but one that is shrouded in mystery. Prepare yourself, as another skirmish is about to begin. This is Armored Core Project Phantasma. This is a game that I played extensively with my best friend when we were kids. I never got particularly far into it. He always was way farther into the game than I was. Yeah, it's we got Armored Core 6 coming around, so like I figured, why not look at where it came from? So Armored Core Project Phantasma, unlike the first game, does start you out with 100 G's. The first game you start out with nothing. So we can actually go through and purchase a few things. So like we could buy a new head, and we're gonna a lot of this episode is probably gonna be turbo nerd mech shit, let's be honest. And I'm sure that there's a bunch of shit you can unlock, got different cores. You can't afford the one that I want. But that's okay. Got different arms. Let's see. These ones are cool. Which button was it? Yeah, this gives you your what you call it? Your turbo nerd shit. All the information that you really need. These are the arms that I generally go with for legs. You've got a few different leg setups. You got your bipedal legs, and bipedal legs will generally go from medium to heavyweight, and there will be some lighter weight offerings. Like these would be more lightweight, these would be obviously more heavyweight. These are obviously lightweight, but more heavy. And you've got the reverse joint legs. Now, I had never played reverse joint legs in classic Armored Core, but I played in modern Armored Core. Armored Core 5, I ran reverse joints, and the increased verticality was absolutely incredible. Then you've got the quads. Got the quad legs, and the tank treads. Plus this cool hovercraft. The hovercraft is a cool tank leg setup because it's pretty fast and decently heavy armored. It's got a pretty good amount of AP, but it's expensive energy-wise. So, but I in these old games, I'm a quad leg boy. So I've already spent pretty much all of my money. So now, as you can see, we go to the assembly, and we've got a pretty bare bones assembly going on here. So we'll swap these new arms on, and then we'll swap these new legs on, and you'll notice an immediate problem. There's just isn't enough energy. So, what do we got to do about that? Well, first, we got to sell the shit we're not using anymore. So we'll get rid of these arms. That'll give us a little bit of money. We'll get rid of these legs. That'll give us... That right there is a nice return on our investment. And you can see here we've got our generator. Right? So your generator, that generator looks like a V8 or whatever. This looks like a V6. A big V6. But your generators come in all shapes and sizes. And you want to kind of like look at the turbo nerd screen here when you're shopping for a generator, because you want to get something that has the stats you're looking for, basically. Like, because this right here, this is usually the generator I try and go for. You can see the energy output is absurdly high. The maximum charge is good. The red zone's not too bad. The red zone's a little bigger on this one. Like this right here, I think is a good all the way around generator, but I can't quite afford it. So what I'm gonna do is see if I can. Yeah, we'll just take the generator out altogether so I can sell it without issue. So we'll sell this generator, and then we'll buy. I believe it was this one, because this one's really is pretty good. But it's very heavy. So we'll buy that bad boy. That leaves us with a pretty smooth 18 grand left. And it automatically equips the new generator. So we've got enough energy output to not really worry too much about stuff. Right? So now I kind of want to look into weaponry a little bit, right? So in modern Armored Core games, you can put like machine guns in both hands, or shotguns, or whatever your hand weapons you want to run are, and then you've got your back weapons. So your back weapons in this game work pretty much the same as they always have. You know, you've got a pretty decent variety going on. There's a specific back weapon that I personally like a lot. And like, these rockets are actually very good, but they don't lock on, so they're a bit of a challenge to use, especially with the controls in this game. But this right here, this is my preferred back weapon. I usually will sacrifice a lot for that piece of shit. So I don't remember what it costed exactly. This is your left arm weapon. It's a beam saber. I don't use it, so I'll sell it. We'll situate a beam saber at another point, and then you know you'll want to get yourself an arm weapon, a primary gun that you'll like. So what I tend to do here is sell this and then buy the best of the machine gun line that I can, which is unfortunately not this. It is unfortunately just this. That's extremely unfortunate, actually, because this is way better. This is even better. But we'll have to make do with that. Alright, so now we go to the garage. And you see, weapons, they're not necessary. What? I'll have hot dogs. Oh, corn dogs? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so weapons are they're not necessary equipment. You can go into battle without them. Understandably, that's stupid, because even though you can go into battle without them, you know, you do kind of want them. All right, so now you can see we've kind of switched things up a little bit. Our mech is a little bit different. We've got equipment that suits our needs a little bit better. There's also optional parts. I don't have any, so I can't even open the screen for them. But with the optional parts, those give you extra performance in some way or another, depending on what the part does. And each core has so many slots for them. So, you can also see your performance. Our performance is listed as okay. We don't have very good offensive points, but that's okay. So, now we're going to go ahead and change up our colors. Right? And I'm going to do some of that action. What does this change? Okay, so we'll bring that up to about there. We could probably make that all black, and then make that all black. Hell yeah. And then you can change your pattern. So you've got your custom patterns. But like, you know. And you can go into your patterns, I believe, and change the colors around there, but it's mostly just camo patterns. And then you can edit your emblem. This is like was the coolest thing ever to me, because you could just freehand draw whatever you wanted. And like that's sick. Or you could come here to the samples. I generally use this one, so that's the one we're going to use. We apply it, and then you can see it on your arm. It's cool. It's cool. You can name your AC. We'll call our AC Billy with upside down fucking L's. So Bob's got the AC Billy, and there it is. Would you look at that? Wow. So let's go ahead and do our first mission. The first mission was something about search and destroy 33 Gs. Before actual employment, we would like to gauge your true power. Destroy all opposing forces. Target any troops you see defending the materials dump. Destroy all opposition. You will have 3 minutes. If possible, destroy the materials dump as well. Do not worry. We will provide additional reward depending on your skills. There it is. So, when we get into the mission, I'm going to try and rely mostly on my primary gun. The ammo's a lot cheaper, and there's nothing so dangerous here that anything else would be required.
System engaged.
So as you can see, the quad legs are they're fairly mobile. There's another one over here.
We are under attack by unknown forces. Please assist immediately. We are under attack by an unknown machine. Requesting immediate assistance. Repeat. We are under attack by unknown forces. Please assist immediately.
When you want to destroy stuff,
We are under attack by unknown forces. Please assist immediately. We are under attack by an unknown machine. Requesting immediate assistance.
see, this here is a strat right here. You use this little gate as a protection. You'll take a couple of hits.
Please assist immediately.
It won't be too bad.
We are under attack by an unknown machine. Requesting immediate assistance. We are under attack by unknown forces. Please assist immediately.
Target achieved.
There it is. Mission accomplished, boys. We're good. We're good. Special edition. There it is. 54 grand. You have new mail. Let's take a look at our mail. Your work so far has been satisfactory. The missions from this point forward will be somewhat more difficult. By unknown. So, but anyway, we've got 50 grand. So let's go ahead and go to the shop. You know what I know for a fact we can buy with 50 grand? A better friggin' machine gun. So like that's kind of like your gameplay loop. You know, you've got... Oh, this one also has twice as much ammo on it, which is just all the way around better. That's kind of your gameplay loop, you know. You build your mech, then you do missions, and you buy better parts for your mech with the money you make from the missions. And it's all about customizing your mech to suit what you need. So let's go over some of the other shit that you can buy. Like I said, there's optional parts, and like, you know, you look at them, and like just looking at them doesn't give you that much. So you hit triangle or Y or whatever button on the controller you're using, and it tells you down here at the bottom what it does. Disable missile lock-ons, fires the missile automatically, reduces the recoil from shell hits, increases the number of capacitors in the generator. You know, and you've got all kinds of stuff. You've got your FCS. Your FCS actively dictates your lock-on behavior. How far away can you lock on from? Like this bad boy locks on over a short range, but it's got a nice wide lock-on range. This one's got a nice vertical sight going on. This one's horizontal, but this one has 3 lock-ons. This one has 6. Now, with the guns I'm using at the moment, having 3 to 6 lock-ons doesn't mean anything to me. But if you're using these multi-launch missile or rocket missile packs, then this will allow you to set up more lock-ons and fire more missiles at once. This is the longest lock-on distance. This is a pretty quick, relatively short range. So yeah, you've got FCSs, you've got your boosters. Your boosters. Actually, we should upgrade our boosters. But with your boosters, you wanna take a lot of things into consideration. You know, your boost power will dictate, well, your power, how powerful your boosting is. Weight comes into play because obviously the more your mech weighs overall, the more difficult it is for it to move. And you've got your charge drain. That's just how much of a toll on your generator it is to even have these equipped. And then you've got your energy drain. I might have the energy drain and the charge drain backwards, but I believe your energy drain is how much energy off of your little energy gauge is used per second or whatever. It's been a while. It's been a while. But yeah, so actually, you can sell stuff that's equipped, so I'm going to go ahead and sell my boosters. And then I will buy some boosters. I can't afford these. So I will buy, I think these bad boys. High energy consumption, but they're high power. I like high power. And there it is. The mech is coming along. And with that, I will call this an episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. We're going to keep playing this for a little while. So, hope you guys are ready to dive down the Armored Core rabbit hole. At least for a little while.